Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fraser McKenzie here, commentator for X1, part of the Extreme Racing League, and welcome to the Season 2 XRL Awards, proudly sponsored by Ants 3D and CD Keys. It has been another fantastic season of epic Formula One action, and we cannot wait to see what Season 3 has in store later in the show. But I'm not alone this evening, folks. Joining me in the commentary box, he's been with me in the commentary box for the last 2 weeks doing the All-Star events with me. It's Mr. Michael Booker. Michael, welcome along this evening.
Thank you very much, Kenzie. And how is everybody doing? And this will be very, very interesting, and it's been a fantastic season. So I want to say thank you to everybody that's joined us and raced this season, and I can't wait for next season. And joined with us as well is also the owner of XRL, is Cesar Lopez.
Good evening, Knights. What up? I always get really nervous with this stuff, but I'm here to thank you all for making this season really, really good. If this wouldn't be able to be done without all the help of the admin team and all the dedication the drivers have been put into this league. I thank you very much, and this is for you. We do this all work for you, and so you can guys enjoy a lot in the future and next season 3. I leave you guys with our hosts, Fraser and Michael Booker, who is his birthday today. So congratulations, Mikey.
Happy birthday, Michael.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Wow. Yes, there is like I said at the top of the broadcast, there is a lot to look forward to this season, and there's also a lot of rule changes as well. But we'll get to those rule changes in just a moment. But we have an expansion for the XRL coming next season, and I actually have in front of me the schedule for when it's going to be lights out for the brand new season. We have 3 weeks of preseason tests starting from July 19th, and you've also got a preseason test on the 26th and August 2nd, and then season 3 lights out August 9th at Albert Park, Australia. But it's not just the Extreme Racing League itself that you've got to look forward to next season. We now have a classic racing league as well, and I'll let Michael explain how that classic league is going to work.
Thank you very much, Kenzie. And I think it is going to be on a Tuesday at 9 p.m. UK time. It will be short qualifying and 50% races, and it's going to be a random car each week, drawn at random, and everyone will drive in that car for that race, and it will change again. The week after it'll be another car, and a week after it'll be another car. And the tracks will be in reverse order. So we will start at Abu Dhabi and we will finish at Australia.
And we've also got a new league race to add to our Saturday schedule, because on top of the development league that we just started towards the tail end of last season, we're also going to have a constructors league as well.
Yes, the Constructors League is run by Owen Lewis and myself, and it's going to be very good league. It's going to be like something like the fantasy, F1 fantasy, with a little bit of driving and drama from the driving. And managers are going to have some extra credits to spend in drivers. We've already valued some of the drivers, but we're still in the process of doing the evaluation of the drivers for the following week season. I mean, if you have any doubt, contact Owen Lewis, Masterplane, or myself.
And what time is that on Saturdays?
It's going to be Saturdays. For me, it's 8 a.m. I think it's 3:30 p.m. So it's going to be just after the qualifying of the Real F1. So we're going to be watching Real F1, and when it finishes, we're going to be all hyped about it, and we're going to go to the racing in Constructors League.
Exciting stuff there.
Followed by Dev League at 5 p.m. as well on Saturdays.
Yep.
That's the one, yeah.
Yes, and so it's not just console we're going to be racing on next season, but we're proud to announce that we are going to have a PC tier for the Extreme Racing League. So we're going to have more races, we're going to have more action as a result. And in regards to the events that we have every week, the knockout events and the classic elimination events, there is going to be a championship prize at the end of each season now.
Yeah, it's going to be basically a championship table, which the top 3 drivers will win points. I think it's going to be first we'll have, I think it's 7 points, then 5 and 3. At the moment, we're not too sure about the points total exactly right yet, but there will be points on offer, and the person who has the overall points tally at the end of the season will win a Extreme shirt with the knockout or elimination champion on it with their gamer tag, and with our own official logo of the knockout and elimination will have their own actual logo with champion in it.
Absolutely fantastic. Cannot wait to see how that is going to play out. And I mentioned with the schedule, August 9th is when it's lights out for the new season. August 12th is when we get the knockout championship underway, and August 14th is when the elimination championship gets underway. So we've got plenty to look forward to over the course of the next few weeks before lights out for the brand new season. And the last thing to bring in to play for next season is some of the major rule changes that we have been working on behind the scenes. A couple of them being there's going to be full vehicle damage for the cars, so they're going to need to be a bit more cautious if they're going to try and go for those ambitious round the outside of the corner overtakes. And there is also going to be formation lap for the start of each race as well, to allow the drivers to get the relevant heat into their tires and their brakes. And Michael, what other rule changes do we have in place for next season?
Well, we have a couple of few rule changes. I'll go through just a handful of them for the new drivers and some of the drivers that are there. Make sure you do read the new regs and rules. They do get released hopefully within the next week or so. So you'll need to read them up and look at them, because there is a few that are changed, and most of the rules are getting harsher because we want to make the league cleaner. Right, the first main one is basically anyone with 21 seconds or more in time penalties will get a DSQ from that race and a qualifying ban for the next race. That is one of the rule changes. Another one is weaving. You will now get a penalty for weaving on track if it's not deemed safe enough to warm your tyres up. The other one as well is, we all know about the new retiring in the tracks. Well, now that'll also be a harsher penalty now for retiring in tracks in a league race, because really you have no excuse to, unless you have a really, really valid excuse to do it for. And There's also one other one. What's the other one? There's another one. Well, there's a point.
Points.
Yeah. You get 1 point now for the fastest lap outside the top 10, and 1 point inside of the top 10. You also now get an official 1 extra championship point for the person with the least amount of time penalties in a race. And if you're 2 people level on time penalties, then it will go down to the fastest lap of the 2 drivers.
Definitely gives us a lot more incentive to be clean but fast at the same time.
Well, definitely, that's what we're aiming for. We want clean drivers, we want safe drivers. This is how we're going to improve the league and make the league better overall.
Absolutely. And now, the moment we've been waiting for, folks. It's time to get into the awards, and we're going to start off with X3. Okay, so I'll take care of the first award for X3, and there's 4 awards in each division. We've got cleanest driver, most improved driver, team of the season, and finally the driver of the season. And we'll start off with the driver of the season for X3. And the winners are also going to get a medal. Each winner is going to get a medal to show that yes, they managed to win an XRL award. So, are we ready for the awards, Michael?
100%. It's interesting to see who actually gets all these votes, because I think I know a couple of them, and I reckon that most of them a lot are actually predictable with drivers, but it'll be interesting to see about the clean and who's improved and what the public vote.
Indeed, because unpredictability is definitely something that adds a little bit of spice to these sort of occasions, and here's hoping tonight is no different. But nevertheless, let's see who the winner is for driver of the season. And it is the winner of the driver of the season is our X3 champion, XRL Rem. Congratulations, Rem. Winner of the first award of the evening.
I say it couldn't really go anywhere else, to be fair, so congratulations to Ryan, and well done, man. Team of the season, isn't it? Yeah, so it's, the XRL Tier 3 team of the season is Renault, I think. Renault? You broke up. It's Renault, I think. It's Banana Boys. Which would be John O'Matic and XRL Snake. Renault, congratulations, guys. Well done.
Yeah. Am I right in saying that they managed to win the Constructors' Championship for X3, or was that a different team that won it?
I think they did win it. I'm pretty sure they won it too. We can double check. Because they were near enough the team that had. No, actually, Jono was away quite a lot as well, didn't he? So, say Snake did really, really well to.
Yeah, a Constructors' Champions team of the season. Fantastic job, Renault. Next up is the most improved driver. Now, this award goes to the driver that the fans feel has improved significantly over the course of this season, and there are a lot of worthy contenders for this award. So, the winner of the most improved driver of the season is ES Fiend. Congratulations, Fiend. You are the most improved driver of the season. And he was actually in action earlier today with the individual All-Star race.
Yeah, so both drivers, Rem and Liam, have both all gone up to X2 as well. So that just shows you that being clean and improving also gives you warrant to go up into the X2. So congratulations, Liam.
And
Right. And Extreme 3 Racing League's Cleanest Driver Award goes to Jaleb. XRL Jaleb is the cleanest driver of the season in XRL Tier 3. Congratulations, Jeff, and thank you, guys.
Fantastic. So that takes care of the X3 awards. So,
I didn't hear what you said. They've all moved up to X2.
Yeah.
And head of X3 League. Yeah. Head of X3 League, and see, I can't hardly hear you. You're breaking up too much.
it's who,
Oh, John. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, the head of Extreme 3. Yeah. So the head of X3 Tier is John-O-Matic. Well, John-O-Matic now is not Jono. XRL Jono, and the assistant to X3 is Frades. They are your admins for X3. So if you're X3 drivers, if you have any problems, go to Jono or Frades, please.
and I don't think we could have chosen a better combination for those two roles there. So now we've dealt with X3. Now let's head to the midfield battle as we head into X2. So here we go, onto the X2 awards now, and we'll start like we did with X3 with the driver of the season. And there was a lot of action in X2 to look forward to all season. But at the end of the day, the driver of the season for X2 is our X2 champion, Path. Congratulations, Path, driver of the season. I mean, how's about that? 2 drivers of the season, and they end up being the champions.
Path wasn't champion, but yeah, he finished second in the championship. But because of situations that have changed today, he's our awards winner and driver of the season for X2.
You'll say I've just checked the info, and yeah, it was Jamie Keats that was the X2 champion. My mistake. Considering I've only been focusing on X1 all season, bound to have a couple of snafus here and there.
Right, and the Extreme 2 Racing League's team of the season from Tier 2 is Alfa Romeo from Path and Maverick. So congratulations, guys, and that is your team of the season for X2.
Very consistent all season, and as a result, winning the Constructors' Championship for X2. So big congratulations to them. So now we head on to the most improved driver of the season. Now, where do we even begin with this one? Because we had a few promotions from X3 moving up to X2 mid-season. So, and one of those promotions is our most improved driver of the season. He's going to be racing in X1 next season, believe it or not. It is XRL Ollie. Fantastic job, Ollie. He had a great start to his X3 season. Such a strong start, in fact, that he got promoted to X2 mid-season, and then by the end of the season, he gets an X1 seat.
I'll say we all knew he was quick enough, and after the boo-boo he made when he first joined the league, it's surprised to see him do it, but I'm glad he did it, because he's definitely clean enough and he's definitely a good driver. So it'll be interesting to see what he does in X1 next season, because that's going to be one hell of a competitive league. Congratulations,
Absolutely.
Ollie. And the Extreme 2 Racing League's cleanest driver of the season is CJ. Yeah, I thought it would be. CJ Allen is your cleanest driver from X2 this season. Congratulations, CJ, and well deserved, mate.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the new head admin for X2 is now XRL Ultimate. So any problems you need, it will go to Ultimate, and the assistant to X2 is XRL Jaleb. So if any problems, go to XRL Ultimate or XRL Jaleb for X2.
Fantastic. And now it's time for the big boys as we see who won what for the X1. So yeah, I'll say I had the absolute pleasure of commentating X1 practically all season, and there was a lot to love. And the Drivers' Championship went all the way to the wire, the season finale in Abu Dhabi. And while it was XRL SAC that won the championship, he doesn't quite win the driver of the season, because that honor goes to XRL Ultimate, our new X2 head admin. Congratulations, Ultimate. He had a very strong end to the season. It was win after win after win at the end of the season, and he will, without a doubt, be a serious contender for the X1 Championship next season.
He's got to be favourite after the season. I think it was 6 or 5 in a row he won at the end of the season. It's a shame he had to miss today, because I think he may have won today as well. He's super quick, and the thing is, what let him down last season was inconsistency. If he can get consistent with not making mistakes like he did at Hungary and stuff and Belgium, I think he got a X1 World Champion next season there, right there.
Absolutely.
And the X1 team of the season, was there any doubt, really? It has to be Red Bull of Anthony Waddington and SAC. Mechanical SAC used to be, is now XRL SAC. And I don't think there's anyone else it could have really been. They blew away the constructors, and it has to be them.
Yeah, just wiped the floor with their competition, and they managed to wrap up the Constructors' Championship at the US Grand Prix with just a couple of races to go. So, on to the most improved driver of the season for X1, and we just mentioned him moments ago. It's his second award of the evening. Our driver of the season is also the most improved driver of the season, XRL Ultimate. And like Michael said, the performances he pulled off at the end of the season definitely shows why he's a serious contender for the championship. I mean, yeah, even potentially the favourite to win, without a doubt.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the pace he grew, say he was over a second faster from the start of the season to now. And if he stays at that course, I mean, there's only like about 3 drivers in the entire league that's going to stop him. And that's going to be like SAC, Nilsson and Path are the only ones really that's going to be able to stop Ultimate or himself. And there's no one else can touch him. Oh, there we go. Let's see. So X1 Cleanest Driver Award actually goes to me. Because that's the only person that had zero penalty points in the entire league. So thank you guys, and thank you very much for the award. Thank you.
And just for the record, he didn't vote for himself. He did not vote for himself.
No, I don't. I didn't vote for myself. I voted for SAC. So I didn't vote myself. So I had 10 points. SAC
that was close.
And Ultimate had 7. SAC had 5. Yeah. So I had 10 votes, 10 votes, and Ultimate had 7. I had 5, and SAC had 5. I got it right in there.
5 points between the top 3. How's about that?
Yeah, I knew it would be close because they're all there within like 1 or 2 points with each other. That's why I knew it would be close. So that was always going to be close. And the head admins for X1 still stays the same of XRL SAC. It still stays as head admin of X1. So he has a new assistant of XRL Ollie is the new assistant to X1. So if you have any problems in X1, go to XRL SAC or XRL Ollie.
again, another fantastic combination to take on those roles. You've got the defending champion. I mean, it was inevitable he was going to get such an important role in this league. And there's actually one more set of awards to hand out.
Yes,
And
it's
we're gonna let Caesar take care of this one because it's the Staff Awards.
yeah, it's the Staff Awards, and this was every driver voted in their driving poll for the first one for the admin of the season. The admin of the season, everyone it was divided in three, two groups of drivers, X1 and X2. Voted for the winner, and X3 voted for the other contender. Like it was really close. It was really close. The amount of votes were very close, and the admin of the season again is XRL Sola for the second time in second season in a row. Congratulations.
I thought Jono was going to be close as well, because I say Jono's, as like I am, he's always on here.
Jono was.
I thought it'd be close.
Jono what?
Oh no, he did a 3, didn't he?
Jono was the other contender. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it would be because he's always with like I am. He's always on Discord and always helping people. So.
Yeah, you won just
So,
like a
yeah.
little bit, and I thought I actually thought it was going to be Jono.
Yeah, say to be honest, mate, I'd rather actually share it with Jono because he does as much hard work as what I do, so I'm willing to share it with him.
Ah, that's a really good touch.
Hats off to you, Michael, for that.
And the other award we have is the commentator of the season. We've been growing a lot in the commentator side in XRL. We have now a lot of commentators, and I appreciate a lot that that drivers are willing to commentate, and drivers are willing to help the team in streaming and in commentate. And I would like to thank everyone for that. The commentator of the season, it's our main commentator. It's Fraser McKenzie. Congratulations, brother. You got you got. Let me see real quick the poll. Give me 1 second.
Wow.
The votes were. Where is it? Here. 12 votes for Kenzie, 5 votes for Sola, 3 votes for Asda, 1 for Atlanta Racing, and 1 for XR Anderson. So you won by 30% of the votes. That's amazing.
Well done, Kenzie.
I think the only thing I can say at this point. Say it with me, folks. Thank you very much. I'll have a bit of that.
Congratulations, brother.
Congratulations, man.
So yeah, there we go. That is it for the XRL Awards this evening. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in to watch an amazing show, and thank you very much to everyone who tuned in all season to be able to help us grow and helping to support us through every means possible, supporting us by buying our merch on the XRL shop, following our YouTube channel, our Instagram, our Discord server as well, among many other things. Again, a massive thanks once again to CD Keys and Ants3D for sponsoring the Extreme Racing League. If you use our discount code XRL15 on Ants3D, you get 15% off your order. So yeah, and like I said, with the schedule, we've got August 9th. That's when it's lights out for Season 3 for the Extreme Racing League. And I can guarantee I'll be in the commentary box providing you the very best action we have to offer. But all the...
Also, can see in the Discord server, a channel called Sponsors. There I will be posting the latest deals of games from CD Keys. Make sure to use those links, because if you don't use those links, you're going to be helping XRL, and it will give us a little commission from the sale if you buy something there. That way we can improve the league and promote prices and all that. So there's a channel called Sponsors in the Discord server, and there you can find some links right now. And as they give me, as KiwiKeys gives me more products, I will be posting them there. And also, when we get the first codes to do the giveaway, I will be the first one to notify you, and we'll see what we can do with that. Okay.
That's great to hear. And what I'll also do on commentary from next season is I'll also let you guys know on stream what these latest deals are going to be. And right now, at time of recording, some of the latest deals we've got right now, we've got 90% off the PC version of Fallout 4, 87% off Grid for the PC with the DLC, 80% off FIFA 20 on PC. You can also get a 2% discount if you pay your order using PayPal as well. And there's also daily deals every day with up to 90% off some of your favorite games. So yeah, that's it. All that's left to say is thanks very much for watching, guys. Lights out on August 9th for Season 3. From me and from Michael and from Caesar, good night and thanks for watching.